Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Perry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Murray with a third and long. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Got it. 53, check 53. Down to lose one. You draw Porter. Switch. Check 43. Sponge. Hey, Sam on.
On first down, Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 24. Hey, switch gears. Weapon.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 22. On third down, Dobbins, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Rock it.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go, set, 10 logo. Let's go. Shit. He's checking. Crash. What? Squeeze. Get.
They'll run here with Henderson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Look at me. Go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On second down, it's Perry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on, set. Mark 56. Hey, I can reach traps. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Replay. '56 to Mike. 56.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Protein spill. Check three. Shim. Watch the shim. Check 4. Kill. Ready to go.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the twist. Twist on travel. Shit. Out.
And to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Down. 50. Plant. General West. Motion. 35 the mic. Check the outs. Hey! Go back. We got motion. Back up. Mike 35. Mike 2.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. 61. Matchbox lights. Alert flare. You go try.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break break the huddle. Come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, high 7. Check 26, check 26. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Buzz.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Robbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
First down.
Let's go. 8, read. Drop deep. Check. Lucky. X3. 218, chop. Hey, zoom. Hit it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Number 53, Mike 53. Get that quarterback, D-line. Go.
They'll set up a throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Check 99.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Bravo. 35's the mic. Oh, here we go. Mike 35, Mike 35. Blue dance, blue dance. 35's the Mike. That's the pass.
He'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now Perry. Oh, the spin. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
This is Perry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Murray, airing it out, looking for Ridley. This is caught inside the 15. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing on first down is Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First down, Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 53. Hey, check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the eye.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check, 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 check. Big gap, big gap, big gap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Check, hot route, hot. Check, check. Fresno.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Target. Hey, exit. 35 to Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Use your horses. Mike.
Second and 11. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Here we go. Mike 35. Watch the pass. Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot. Watch the screen. Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Three down. Hey, check. Three down. Hey, echo. Mike 35. Get it.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Shoot. Greystone travel.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
I got you. Go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go, team.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Let's go!
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Perry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Push him back. Push him. Nice ball. Right. 36. Go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Perry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Perry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, check 24. Check 37. Check 37.
From the 44, Murray. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Ready? Fight 51. Mike 51. Get him. Check. Any weapon. Check 49. Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Perry, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Slam.
They run with Perry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Perry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Alpha. 53's a mark. 53. Check 53. Rip right. Rip right.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike, 53.
Back to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Set, ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm across. Let's go, D. It's our time.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
To Christian Kirk. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51. Here we go. 51.
Murray going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Alvin away and bring up 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Watch the safety creep. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Murray now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Hey, Charlie. 35's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Mike 35.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 7. 35's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Let's go. Mike 35. Mike 35. Let's go. Let's go. 35's the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
2nd and 10. Out to Cole on the right side. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Slam, slam, slam. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2.
Here we go, here we go. Switch, switch, switch. Check 43. Hard, hard. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Don't be scared.
And the Rams
He's
first
checking,
down.
he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Mike 35, Mike 35. Spies. Let's go, dude. Tighten up. 35's the mic. Hey, come on.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage that time by Deontay Thompson. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
You think you won't get this? Mike 35. 35. You don't want this. Recon 132 fighter. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch out, watch out. Leo. Let's go.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Gone.
On second down, Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Hey, team 6.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Break. 6-6. Pull it high. 53. Mike, 53. Hey, Sam off. Let's put that team on the clock.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Topper! Watch the twist. Shift.
And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the call.